point. Been in, wow. So, been in Town Bargains, and so I bought stuff. It's got a long enough. Problem being that the problem being that I haven't brought my car. So the plan is that I was planning on walking back down. Yeah, we could walk. I tell you what we could do. We could walk. This should be quicker than the way up. What we could do is we could walk slightly different way. I'm struggling here. I'm struggling. But I did buy sponges, which, you know, I did buy sponges. Wow. I did buy sponges, which is so we'll get the bag round the front. Well, that's not too bad. I mean, I don't know if you can see me, but I'm struggling a bit. Well, no, not really, because the sponges are not heavy. 10 sponges and 4 canisters of gas, mushrooms, and vegetables. Have you got room for tins? Oh, no, not really. No, you can't. There's no room for tins. Right. Sorry. What do you mean? There must be room for tins. There must be. Okay. Oh, this is terrible. This is terrible. This is absolutely terrible. Am I going to end up losing sponges here? It's part of the keep fit thing. That's what it is. So I don't want anybody following a trail of sponges. God, there's another one. Look, you're gonna have to get a move on here. It'll take you hours to get down the road at this rate. It will. Right, stop fucking picking tins up. It's not going to happen. It's not going to work for you. And you get home as quick as possible. Stop messing about. Stop it. Going that way, the way we came up, is going to be a bit tricky. So we'll go this way. 14,600, 19,300, 14,300. I think not under green communism. That's the weird thing about green communism, isn't it? The corporations still need to make money. It's a really strange thing. So you've got these juxtaposing forces forcing themselves upon us. A weird dichotomy. It's definitely a weird dichotomy. Juxtaposing forces and nefarious activities, strange practices. There's no middlemen. It's all corporations, politicians, and drain's a bit broken. Politicians telling us what to do, imposing stupid things, and getting away with it. In Scotland, we still have the SNP. But I mean, the SNP are finished. We've got Labour. They're about as bad as SNP. Collier's Way. It would have been better for a walk down through Whins and Milton actually, but not quite so interesting, let's say. I'm using the joypad. Oh. Got to look behind me to see if there's any sponges. Buying 10 sponges was probably a bit adventurous. Aha! Buying 10 sponges was definitely too adventurous. So we've got a new roof getting built. It looks very nice. I've got to do the edge bits. Miller roofing. Dave. Wow. It's cool. The roof looks lovely, doesn't it? It does. Maybe they're not working because it's raining. Wait for the rain to go off. Nice, eh? Traditional type slates. Yeah. There's tiles in that one. Obviously, right. There's tiles in my house, but slates. Slates are nice. If you keep going, this takes you down to where in the well, this was in a different bit of Porsche. This was in a bit different access only. Well, we'll be accessing the burn if you're going down with your car. Access only. It always sort of gets my goat when I find, or I suspect, somewhere's a public road. And even the council put up signs saying access only and you can't go in it and everything. So basically, the taxpayer paid for it, but they can't use it. So that's another example of road theft under green communism. Well, it isn't exactly green communism, but well, it kind of is a bit, yeah. They don't want you to go. They want you restricted, and they use the worst case scenarios as an excuse. So, 20 zones. You know, somebody does 90 through a 20 zone, or a 30 zone, we'll change it to 20. But anybody's stupid enough to do 90, they're still going to do 90, aren't they? So it's a completely different thing. Some of the discussions we've had on about the speeding thing, most people are numpties when it comes to that. They are, you know, in Scotland they have defied the planning regulations and imposed under temporary traffic restriction orders new fake limits which are not lawful or they're illegal. They contradict the planning. And it's under an edict by the Scottish Government. And then you get people arguing with me, and it's not really about the speed limit, it's about them imposing their power on us, defying our already hitherto arranged statutes and laws, and them creeping around it with their nefarious little creepy plans. Is what they're doing, and when you start fighting back at me, you're fighting back at everyone. You're fighting at our freedoms. That looks interesting. Little pool. That's the bottom of a pool. So I think this walk's not going to take too long. I've got the bags sort of like on. It's partly exercise. So I've got 4 canisters of gas, 4 packets, That's 20 canisters and 10 sponges, a packet of vegetables and a packet of mushrooms. So that's why I have to take the car up there when I go up there, because I can't. Wow, I wonder who owns that. Bit of ground. Wow. Wow. I'm guessing you can't build a house on there. Is it too close to the edge? I don't know. Going to cost too much? I think you could build a house there, yeah. I mean, you could, well, or does it come under planning consent or something? It's not exactly, I mean, it's next to the Bannock Burn, I get that, right? It's not really the most salubrious location, really. It's alright, but, I mean, you're looking at trees, I mean, cut trees down, I suppose. I don't think it's the most ideal location, but when it comes to location, maybe it's hard to find a decent location, you know. So hopefully be home by lunchtime. I still haven't had my breakfast yet. If this rain would go off, we'll get the van sorted out this afternoon. I just had visions of Freddie Mercury with the skirt doing the hoovering. You see, when I was brought up, there was the total big, massive separation between male and female. And to dress up in a skirt and go and do hoovering meant you were going to be accused of being gay. So Freddie Mercury obviously was a rock star and everything. Oh, a little wee parking space there. Right, so wow. That's where we were this morning. So let's crack on. Oh, right, so here we are, going across. I don't know if anybody's fucking going to watch this video. How do I know? Oh. Knows. Oh. I think we won't go down the. We won't bother going down by the. Oh. The way we walked up right by the river. Bannock Burn. It's a burn. Seems like a river today. So we won't do that today on this occasion. We'll when life is tragic, and I do feel for people when they're trying to do things, and or it's a folly, or they're doing something or they're being oppressed by the system. I mean, I was thinking about my kids a lot last night when I was trying to sleep. Well, I was sleeping, and the relationship. Well, I've got 4, and somebody said this lady I met, she's been disowned by her daughter. Now, this is an interesting story. Her daughter, she's got 4 children, same as me, 4. Daughter says, "I've got something to tell you." She goes, "Oh, what is it?" "I'm gay," she says. and I'm getting married to my girlfriend, to a woman, because she is a woman, a gay woman. And I says, she was alright with it, fine. It doesn't bother me, sort of thing. But she stopped talking to her. For different reasons. I mean, children ostracise their parents for different reasons. It might not be what you actually think it is. So I'm not going to speculate in that example, but I says to her, well, God, you did the right thing, accepting your daughter when she said she was gay. The reason, well, she doesn't really let you say things to her because she's one of these people that keeps yabbling on, but the reason, as I've said before in my videos, is they're going to do what they're going to do anyway. So you can't saying you don't accept them, you do accept them. If you don't accept them, they'll do it all the more. So if you try to fight it, so you must bring them up to your best ability. I'm going to have some of that rude. Bring them up to your best ability is what you need to do. And once they're grown up, I think that's it, sort of thing, eh? Like, you know, it's pretty academic what you think or say, because it's been done. Whatever's been done wrong has been done. Whatever's been done right has been done as well. So, but unfortunately her daughter doesn't talk to her, and that's that. It could be social climbing, probably. The reason her daughter doesn't talk to her. Now, which one have we got to take here? Randolph Crescent. Aye, that's to that wee. So, Whins and Milton. Bannock Burn Bio Blitz. I think we'll go this way, since I'm carrying this. If I go that way, I'll end up going over and down by Carpet Close again, where the lady had the Audi this morning. So we'll go this way, and that'll take us across down by Bannockburn. And then we'll go up to first mini roundabout where the roadworks are, and then that'll be that. Video will end. Fortunately for everyone. We'll get home, get breakfast, and then hopefully this rain goes off. Now, what am I going to do if the rain doesn't go off? Oh God, I've got loads to do. I've got some artwork to start on, actually. Yeah. Well, I've got a guy that. Well, there's a couple of things, suggestions, and I know exactly what he's talking about. We're talking about degraded machinery, vehicles, getting reclaimed by nature. Now, it would be fantastic if I could find one myself, like just wander around and find one, but unfortunately it's quite heavily populated here, so the chances of some old car getting left lying around somewhere like this is pretty slim. It's just not going to happen. Under green communism, they wouldn't allow that sort of thing. So the heyday, I think, probably for the freedom probably was, it depends what you're talking about, types of freedoms, was probably the 80s, the 90s. It was when they started introducing all the Gatsos and cameras and recording, and which is what I'm doing right now, is recording devices. So they started that at that time, and it's kind of ruined things, really. Sort of, I suppose. Hiya.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Oh, you were fine.
A bit damp, eh?
Okay.
I'm hoping to get something done in the afternoon, but I don't know if it's going to stop.
We'll see. Why is that outdoors and this stuff?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, something outside, aye.
Yeah, I know.
And out in the garden, like, you know, that's what I'm needing to do, but see you later. Yeah. It does look like it's brightening up. It does. I would say it is. Yeah. When I said garden, he's probably thinking I meant gardening, but what I'm talking about is, well, I'm talking about fucking about with the van, or the wood. Well, I've got a lot of wood in my garden that needs sorting out. I've got a new chainsaw. I bought that and I haven't even taken it out of the box yet. So I've got, once you get into sawing and that, you know, you spend a couple of hours, you get quite a lot done. It's quite tiring. However, it can be done. And it needs to be done. Wow, that looks a bit muddy. What were we talking about? Yeah, acceptance, judgment, and children, alienated children. So I've got 4. I would say 2 of them are completely alienated. It's the 2 eldest ones, and the other 2, well, they're not completely alienated. They fell out with me at Christmas, and my daughter wasn't even there. I don't know why she's fallen out with me. I think she's done it in support of them. So she's picked a side. So that's what happens when you get involved in narcissistic behaviours. You have to pick a side. Narcissists don't allow you to be in the middle. What is this? Where exactly are we? Right, okay, here we are. Look, see the trees low because of the rain. So, here we are. Oh dear. Oh dearie dear, we've got a problem. And you know what that means, don't you? If that one's rotten. Wow. Right. That's quite concerning, because I had 2 chairs that I sat on one, wooden, like this sort of material, and it collapsed under my weight, and my friend sat on the other one and it collapsed as well. So the wood rotted at the same time. So I would be very careful coming across here. Try and walk over to the left where the beam is, or to the right, you know. Try not to walk in the middle of this one. You know, the whole you could land. Well, obviously that's what's happened with that one. So that's actually dangerous. I mean, you say, are you over? Well, yeah. I mean, somebody could fall in there, break their leg or something. You know. Oh, that's not good, but they'll just shut it off. It'll get taped up, and then they might never fix it. Honestly, that's the way things are under green communism. So they push their political ideology, but they don't take care of the everyday stuff. So they don't look at it. You're back to 1984. It's about time I fucking read that book. I've never read it. Back to 1984 is where it's going. Potentially. Well, it's so far. It has gone that way to a certain extent. I would say. Wow. So, it definitely has. Definitely. I think what we'll do is we'll get to up here and then we'll stop, and I'm going to do a video of the roadworks. It's always a good idea to have plenty of gas as well, because if there's power cuts this winter, maybe I should start stocking up an extra gas. I mean, if they can't get it anymore, that's a nice idea, that. If they can't get any more, then we're going to be in trouble, aren't we? Definitely. Ooh. So I hope you enjoyed that video. Oh, no better look up there in time to get the Nino. Yeah, so thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. We'll get in the next video. I am knackered, as you can imagine. Thanks for watching. Bye!